we joined, but we realized it gives a different time to them for them to join. There's a question I need to ask
A
so that
different
this can
time.
help us. Sorry? Hello, sir.
Please go ahead. I'm listening.
Uh-huh. You made mention of groupings. I wanted to find out if we have a class prefect with us so that when we are doing
Class
the grouping,
preference.
we know. Okay, I'm saying that because of the centers, so that at least if you are in one center, you can group with your members and other centers too as well. Thank you.
That is fair, but that will depend on whether or not or how fast your group members fill the form. Over the semesters, what we have realized, or what you yourself have realized, is that people join the class very late. They give their details very late. So most times we end up doing the groupings like 3 or 4 or even 5 times. And some of you have been here for a long time, so you know what I'm talking about. Anthony, you know what I'm talking about. Elijah, you know what I'm talking about. Anna, you know what I'm talking about. So as long as everyone at your center or everyone in your center presents or gives his or her data, we'll try as much as possible to put you in the same group. But if you join later, we can't say, okay, you are only one to form your own group. We don't have enough time for that. So, Madam Ruth,
Okay, so thank you. So what we'll do is our center, we can group ourselves, then probably present the list to you or the names to you with our registration number. Would that be okay?
and how do you intend to do that?
Sorry?
How do you intend to do that?
I'm saying this because those in Temasco Center, we are one. The IT students, we are one. We are like 6 members of 6 members in a group.
So, six
So I
members,
don't know
yes, you can
which.
form a group.
Okay, okay, okay.
But the problem is when the Google form is launched, all the six will fill the form before the deadline or the due date is up. That's always the problem.
Okay,
Some
okay.
people will come and tell you their phone did what and what and whatever. Plenty stories.
Oh, okay.
So just push everybody to fill the form and we'll try as much as possible.
Thank you,
Is
sir.
that okay?
Thank you, sir. Yes, please, sir. Thank you,
And if
sir.
any information is posted on the page, you can equally inform your colleagues about it so that they do the need. Yes,
Okay.
Ebenezer.
Thank you.
Timetable. Hello, Eben. I can barely hear you. Eben, please, I can barely. Oh, you can put your concerns in the chat box or address it. But if someone has heard him, the person can re-echo his concern and we see. Thank you. Okay, so within the week, you should see the form and you'll see how best we can resolve that as well. So, right, section 4, business value of telecommunication networks. Business value or the value of telecommunication networks. Right. So take it. So Evan wants to know when the presentation forms will be out. In the course of the week, you will see it on your page within the week. Yeah. You see how best we can push that one through. Yes, and I keep getting calls about PC maintenance. Some of you are saying you've not seen your quiz two presentations course. I told the last person to simply compile a list so that we'll forward it to the appropriate quarters to look at. But so now I am yet to receive such list. So if you are there, you are inside a situation, please nominate one person to compile the list. That is if you have actually done the presentation, by the way, because I remember we gave plenty chance. Right, so telecommunication or telecom for short. Just like people are here reading BDHS, somebody sitting somewhere is also reading what we call telecommunication. So both are disciplines. They all come with their own nitty-gritties, what you can do, what you cannot do, and what you are supposed to learn in all of these things. Good thing is that all of them are important, but you are supposed to learn about it. So what is it? It is simply about the transmission. It is simply about the transfer. It is simply about the passage mhm, of information or data or signals that is dependent on the book you are reading or the area you are interested in. Most times, telecom has to do with long range. Long range. Somebody will say long range missile. So, like your telephone lines, your TVs, and Elon Musk's satellite, which he calls Starlink. All of them are examples. Right. So, your book wants us to know the business value. Like it or not, this is one of the cutting edge or one of the driving force when it comes to data transmission. Those of you who are using Starlink can attest to the fact that MTN stands nowhere near it. MTN stands nowhere near it. Even if you combine all the ISP providers in Ghana, they don't even come close to Starlink. The problem is with the monthly subscription and the initial cost, which is always true for all IT equipment. The first time you always have to pay. I think the last time I checked, it was 3,000 something with a monthly subscription of around 400, 500 to 700, depending on the package you are on. Right. So, transfer of information is one of the cardinal principles on which businesses are run because they need to sort of perform some business operations, or what they call business. Okay. Right. So most of them needs to transfer data from one end to the other. And some will also have to simplify their business operations. Some will also have to automate. Some will also have to automate some of their operations. While some too will be interested in quote optimizing their business operations. The whole goal is to reduce the amount of the costs, and generate or increasing revenue. So reduce expenditure, increase revenue. That is the whole goal. And that is why most of them are embracing telecommunication. That is why most of them will go for an intracom instead of MTN fiber to the home, or whichever one is available. Telcells, broadband. Right. So what is the business value of telecommunication networks? What is the importance? One is that it increases productivity. The output per man are set by global series, which means that our workers or their workers can now do a lot of work, comparatively in relation to what they used to do. So if those days manual processes took them 30 minutes, these days with the help of telecommunication networks, that should take them some microseconds, or almost a minute. And to the businessman, that is money that he or she cannot let go. I made mention of telephoning, intracoms, where you get to enjoy free calls once you are on the same internet. Video conferencing is also a thing that we are enjoying. Interactive television, another thing. Instant messaging with the help of WhatsApp. Our emails are also there. Distributed electronic collaborations, working on the same document at the same time. Google Docs to the rescue. All this makes productivity super, super fast, super, super appealing and interesting. Remember, whatever is not interesting, people will not venture into it. In fact, they'll fight it, not even venture, they'll fight it and make sure it collapses, just like we have been seeing them around. Then cost saving, cost saving. This is what businesses are most interested in when it comes to travel, when it comes to office space, when it comes to expenses. Telecommunication has cut them down to the barest minimum. Instead of you traveling all the way to your study center, today you are lying on your bed with your smartphone, enjoying your lectures. Who will not want that? Then, instead of renting an office space, you can simply go with work from home, and they'll deceive you with some small data, work from home. Like it or not, it is far, far better than going there. Other expenses like clothing and things, chairs, furniture, and what have you, electricity, all of them will be cut off. And if you also choose to use either the platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, or the software or any other thing as a service, what it simply means is that you do not have to buy, you do not have to rent, you can just borrow, and you can just borrow. Then somebody's favorite, competitive advantage. Because you are using it, it is giving you an advantage over your peers in the market. Mm. How does it give you advantage? It enables you to communicate with your clients directly, directly, one on one. Is that okay? It also allows you to communicate with your suppliers all in real time, not to send them email and it will take you 28 years to hear from them. Interestingly, sometimes it can give you an excuse like, oh, I am out of the office at this moment, I'll come next week. Next week never comes. Then also improved customer service. The organization is able to tell what customers need, how they need it, when they need it. And to the customer, if you're able to meet them in these three areas, what they need, when they need it, and how they need it, they will always be at your doorstep, hoping to get these three things. Is that okay? Meaning you have superior customer service. People won't give that up and they'll be willing to always pay. Sometimes when people go to buy expensive things, it's not that they don't know the thing is expensive. However, what they care about is how they are treated, how they are treated. So most people, it's not about the money, but the sort of treat they get. I know somebody who can drive all the way to go and buy something that he can easily buy from his backyard. You ask him and he's like, hey Charlie, when I get there, the way the woman they treat me, I feel like a king. That is all he needs. So sometimes he even goes, buys a thing, he doesn't even need it. To just be lying there in the room, he'll be looking at it. The next moment, he's going to buy again. There are people like that. Then scalability, you can add or remove. You can add or remove depending on your operations, depending on your values, depending on your future projections. You can either scale up the business or scale it down, all in the name of meeting demand. Mhm. Then it also ensures business continuity, especially in case of disasters, either natural disasters or in quote artificial disasters. Your data is safe, your customer base is safe. All you have to do is get a small space or even start operating from your bedroom. Start operating from your bed room. Then security, your data is protected by end-to-end encryption. That is what WhatsApp tells it. But in your own small network, you can do what we call firewalls. Mm. You can do what we call firewalls, where you simply monitor the flow of traffic to and from your network. You can also set up what we call storm watches to watch out for abnormal performance. You can also set up what we call IDS and IPSs, intrusion detection and preventive systems. These systems are meant to sort of guard against any form of nefarious behavior that may attempt to sort of take advantage of your system. Then, of course, there will be new revenue streams. In time, you can also decide to give internet connection to your neighbor. Like some people that I know who have started using this Elon Musk's Star link. They are providing internet services to their surrounding environment. The guy is charging like 250 for ordinary users, 200 for students, then 500 for households. And it's making some small coins. All he did was to go and buy a MikroTik router, put access controls on it. He's enjoying. So it's a new revenue stream for him. So this is about the business value of information and our networks as well. So explain any four reasons why business values telecommunications network. The business people, tell us the importance of telecommunication. The business people. Yes, our business people. Where are you people? I think yes, even.
How uh, the importance of business communication. It wells investment.
Your line is just breaking.
Uh, hello.
Yes, Evan.
Hello. I want to say, like, I was
Evan.
saying that the yes, yes, sir.
Yes, I'm listening.
Hello, sir. Yes,
Evan.
like I was the reason why we have to make a communication is most uh, our
Joel, what do you think? Joel. I think Hannah is a businesswoman. So, Hannah, what do you think?
Sir, please come again.
What is the business value of telecommunication networks in your industry or in your office?
The business value.
Yes. Or what do you use telecommunication networks for in your office?
Okay.
So please, can I say something?
Somebody wants. Hannah, let's hear you first. Yes, Hannah,
Yes, sir.
we are waiting for you.
Okay, so the value of telecommunication in my business is I use this as a medium of um, communication between I and my customers.
Thank you. Senior, let's hear you.
So please, that was what I was about saying. But
It's
we,
not
I can
true.
also add to it that we use business and telecommunication for sharing our goods. Like maybe if you are selling something and you want to sell it to a friend to see what you are selling, we also use
Okay.
that form of telecommunication.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Joel.
Thank
Yes,
Sir,
you.
Joel.
this is our Hassan.
Okay, Alasan.
Yeah. Uh, in a telecommunication, the importance to a business use. My idea on it is, in case goods is being brought to my business, and I got to realize that it's not up. The number of goods that I have requested is not up, and that person has already left. Due to the telecommunication, I can reach out to the company and inform them that the goods that you brought is not up. They should check on it. In that case, the telecommunication has helped me to reach them faster than me traveling to them to request for the rest of the goods. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Okay, let's hear you. Wachiga.
It's also enabled the business person to reach a wide range of customers, irrespective of their
Yes,
locations.
exactly.
Yeah,
Even if they are underground, you can reach them.
exactly.
Yes, Desmond.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, I think in case my business, I have it in branches. It's not just at one place, and the telecommunication will help me to coordinate all the branches I have, far and near. Thank you.
Well done. So that they cannot steal one Ghana citizen.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
This time around, I think the telecommunication make it simple and easier for
Yes.
business
No more.
owners to monitor everything that goes in the various branches.
Okay. Elijah, what do you think?
It also helps to support the business operation because through telecommunication, transactions can be done without you go there personally to pay with card.
Yes, e-business example. Yes,
Uh, uh,
Ebenezer.
Uh, the business is also about
Hello, sir.
Yes, Alison.
Yeah, it can also help in advertisement.
Okay.
For example, if I have produced a goose and then I want the whole world to see it, I can just take a video of myself with the goose. Due to communication between the networks, they will see it.
Right. You simply put it on Facebook Marketplace or you put it on your WhatsApp status and even send it to friends for them to post it for you. And life becomes easy. No need for stores
O-
all
Okay.
around. Right. So all what you have said are reasons why, like it or not, telecommunication is not leaving the business industry anytime soon. Forget about the cost. Forget about some of the security implications. Most important thing is that the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages, coupled with the fact that most of the disadvantages are human enabled. Mm, they are human enabled. Right. So let's pay special attention to the media or what enables these telecommunication networks, what makes them work. So I can say that it enables fast and secure. Yes, and that is dependent on the medium through which you actually transmit or send your data or information. So the media or medium will determine whether that is fast or that is secure. And that is what we want to look at. And there are two main types, guided and unguided. Guided and unguided. For guided, in other texts, you see them as wired, which means it makes use of wires. You see them. Then we also have the unguided, which is the wireless, the easy ones, super fast. Mm. And these days, that is what is actually raining. Gone are the days that you see people having headphones, earpieces all around. These days, what you see are small wearable devices in their ear. And it is also super fast and cool. No cables running around your neck as if you are something. Right. Using what you call Bluetooth, which is not here. But radio wave, microwave, infrared are here. Just that infrared is always good for um, devices for short ranges. For instance, you want to use a mobile phone to control your TV. It works using the infrared technology, small lights on top of your phones. These days, most phones don't even come with it, but it is still a thing. It is still a thing, and people are enjoying it. Right. So let's look at them one after the other. So for guided, they provide what we call a conduit in a form of physical cables. Physical cables. And these physical cables are normally what we sometimes use. And if you want the most secured ones, then that will be your cable. Because for cable, if someone wants to break in, the person needs to be in the building. The person needs to remove the cable by him or herself. Unlike for some other ones that, oh, you only need to be within a range, sometimes within 10 meters, just 10 meters, and you are good to sort of execute or carry out your threads. So let's look at the most secured ones, both the twisted pair and the coaxial cable. Let me see if there's a picture. Right. So for the twisted pair, we have two types, the unshielded and the shielded. So this is what we call the UTP. The UTP. Sometimes it's all about the metallic shield. The metallic shield. I was trying to see if there was. Oh, it's not here. Right. So that is the twisted and the. But who has seen the twisted pair before?
Please, hi.
Have you tried terminating it before?
Yeah, I use it for my styling.
Your styling. What was the experience like?
For the suited one, there is something like rubber around it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Was it shiny?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. So you can also just try it. I wanted to see the actual picture of it, but this one is just but that is twisted pair for you. So two types, the unshielded and the shielded. Unshielded. All of them have plastic cover. So like you said, some small plastic or metallic, sometimes shiny, and sometimes copper, like depending on the type that you buy. The difference between these two is primarily because of somebody will say noise within them. However, we say latency. Latency. Like it or not, depending on how big or small your cable is, there'll be some amount of noise inside it. That noise is usually generated as the data moves from one end to the another. That is why those who did small science will tell you that the efficiency of a machine is always less than 100%. For whatever reason, they will tell you some amount of work has always been done. Even as soon as you turn the machine on, some amount of work is done. The same assumption works here. As data moves from one end of a cable to the next end, some amount of work will be done. Even if the cable is super fresh, about fresh, some amount of work will still be done. Should you go and buy a car or a motorbike today, you send it home, or you want to send it to the shop for them to sort of remove the rubbers and fix one or two things, they will have to move it, not tow it. And they'll have to move it. And even where you went to buy that car, somebody brought it there. It didn't just appear. Somebody brought it there. So some amount of work is or has been done. Right. Then a superior one that is a bit higher in terms of frequency. Two, the twisted pair is what we call the coaxial cable, or COX for short. And most of them are usually copper. Most of them are usually copper. And some of them provide some form of wrappings with the aim to sort of reduce noise within it. Let me see if coaxial is also here. So they don't have coaxial, but coaxial is also there. Then my personal favorite, fiber optic cable. They are very small, which means their latency is almost negligible. we can't say zero, but it's almost negligible. Fiber optic cable. The last time I tried terminating one, I almost cut myself. Almost. It was small, but people were doing it and it was nice. So I decided to also try. But that is that. Good news is that today we don't need, well, we individuals don't need fiber optic cable. We individuals, what we will need today will be Elon Musk's Starlink, because the Starlink is super, super fast. And even if you buy a fiber cable in what MTN calls fiber to the home, they're still going to give you almost similar speeds to what you have on your mobile phone. But if you want to try Elon Musk's Starlink, that one you are using satellite. Satellites will always come with the speed of light, which means super, super fast. So good news is that we human beings or households may not need fiber. And even if I am a company or a corporation, I will not need fiber. I'll go for Starlink, unless of course I am dealing with highly secure systems. Highly secure systems. So fiber too are there, and they also transmit signals in a form of light. So they also travel super, super fast with the speed of light, just like you can see here. Just like you can see here. Fiber to the home. MTN has something like that. As to whether it is still working, it's what I don't know. But I do know that you can simply go pay something small and they will dig a trench all to your house and give you internet to your home. So they call it fiber to the home. And usually that is what most companies use. Then the unguided pair. First is what we call radio waves, and which works with a frequency of around 300 gigahertz. So it is super, super better. Super, super. Okay, somebody is asking if that is not what we call broadband now. I think Telecel had broadband. Anyone with an idea? Is that what they now call broadband? Yes, anybody, just unmute yourself, contribute, and let's share idea. Anybody? Hey, so nobody works with MTN or nobody has done attachment with MTN before. But have you heard MTN trying to buy another company or something?
Yes, sir. So
Um,
I saw that news. I think yesterday.
okay.
Yes.
So
It's also a telco that they are trying to buy so they can expand their. But say, I think the broadband thing. The last time I saw someone doing it, but I asked, and then they said they use this same fiber cables to
okay.
transmit it. So if you didn't, maybe they've just changed the name for the fiber one to the broadband. Maybe.
Okay. Okay. But we can find out more. But once they are using the fiber cable and they decided to promote it with broadband, that is fine. Understandable. But the good thing is that MTN is gradually expanding. Gradually expanding. I think they are even listed on the stock exchange. So you have some small coins, you can go and buy some small one day. Leave it there. Let them expand. Let your money work for you. Right. So that is about waves. Waves. Then also, so for waves, our radio stations work on or with that principle. Most of them will have what you call regions. Some go long distances, some very, very short. That is how come there are some radio stations in Accra. You go to Kumasi, you can't have them. When you come to Tambalibobo, you have to listen to them via the internet, or most of them these days are also super, super smart. So what they have done is to create a website and stream their activities or their programs on their website in real time. Some also have what they call podcasts, all with the goal of reaching a lot of clients or a lot of customers. Then we also have the electromagnetic waves, which are what you call unidirectional, only one direction, and they transmit what you call microwaves, sending and receiving signals. One good thing about microwaves is that they work with what we call line of sight. So if it is not facing you, you will not get input connection. You won't get a connection. And most of our MTN mask, not just MTN, all the telcos, most of them use this line of sight. That is why sometimes you can be standing at a particular place and you'll not be getting connection. You go to another place, then connection, full bar, another place, 1 bar, another place, 3 bar. So it's all about line of sight where you are actually standing. Some also have very high frequencies, but of course, it still cannot penetrate walls. So realize that our telcos most times site their telecom masts on hills or in areas where people are not plenty. But with time, it gets crowded. Then you see them start moving their masts all around the world or the country. Then infrared, they transmit signals from one end to another, usually between 300 to 400 terahertz, usually 300 gigahertz to 400. Good thing about them is also that they are short range. That was why I use your TVs as an example. So you can control your TV from your mobile phone using the infrared technology. You can equally also control your ACs with your smartphones using that same technology. So anything wireless that you want to use the concept of IoT to sort of control and coordinate their operations, you can use the infrared technology. You can use the infrared technology. Then the fast rising kid satellites. Satellites. They transmit data wirelessly over a large range. A very, 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 very large, a very, very long. Yes, Prince.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, on the infrared,
Yes.
you did mention that anything wireless that we
Yes.
control uses infrared. So I wanted to
Yeah.
know when we connect, let's say, our phones to tables, and then there's mini Wi-Fi that we use in our house. Does that mean it's
Yeah.
also using infrared?
No, please. So once the device has that infrared technology, you can use it. But if it doesn't, you can't. And like I mentioned earlier, devices that have infrared technologies, you will realize that on top of them or just around where your charging port is. So usually in between your charging port and your other earpiece or audio jack, there's usually a small distance hole. But don't confuse that with the microphone. Don't confuse that with the microphone. That is there. The microphone is not covered, but that one is covered. Red. Red. Some people too also want to embed them inside. So you have to check the phone specification to be able to tell whether it has. But for some, straight away, it is on top. Small red, straight away, you see it. Right, so these are the various types of communication media which enables telecommunication. Mm. Satellites, Elon Musk is using that. High range. During the war between Russia and Ukraine, that is what the Ukrainian was using. Elon Musk gave it to them for free and they were using it. Infrared is also there. Infrared is also there for mostly our IoT devices. Microwaves, radio waves, all represented. Any questions? So two main categories of transmission media, wired, wireless. Let's not forget. Yes, Philip. Phil.
Yeah, yes, I want to ask you, sir, the
Yes.
microwave, what is the difference between the microwave that we use to heat our food and the one that we are talking about right now?
Ladies, tell us about the microwave that normally you use. People say it gives cancer, whether it's true or not, me, I don't know. So because of that, I don't use that microwave. But tell us how it works.
Hello,
Our
sir.
ladies.
Hello, sir.
Yes, madam.
This is I think it helps our work being done. It's very easy because if you are, people are saying this cancer all day, but depending on how you see it, if you are working, you go to work and come late, there are certain things you need to put in place. Are you now going to look for the Edison Webble, co-pots? Meanwhile, we have smart blenders, smart TV, smart fridges. It makes your work very easy. So I think
Okay.
they are saying it, oh, but you see it the other side, the other way, how it helps. Thank you.
Okay. Any other person? Any other person?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Good morning.
sir, please. I also want to ask a question about the microwave. The way they are saying that it gives cancer and the rest, is it true?
Mm. Yes, Alimo.
So I think the way you use it at home depends on whether it will give you cancer or not. Now, when we are buying those bowls that we have been using to freeze our foodstuff, there are some numbers beneath them. There are some that are not good for you to be used in the microwave. That's why when you buy them, there are some indications. You use this for freezer, you can microwave this, you can use dishwasher for this. So sometimes if you are buying bowls, let's look at under it. What are the descriptions over there? And moreover, using bowls in microwave, for me personally, I think it would be better if you use the ceramic ones that they made. Those ones are best used in microwave. And then the bowls that the indication shows that you can use it in microwave. Thank you, sir.
Thank you too. Any other
Sir,
person?
sir, sir, please, this is Winifred. Please,
Okay.
we don't know the difference between this uh, microwave that we are talking about here and the other one. Please, sir, if you can explain. Thank you.
That is why I asked you to tell me about the microwave that you know. Any other person? Right. So thank you very much. So they are all what we call electromagnetic waves. And the base or basic question, are they the same? In my opinion, no. No, because a microwave used in the house is different from a microwave that is supposed to propagate and give you some form of in quote connection. Is that okay? So in terms of application, they are not the same. Then also, I also think that the microwave used in the house may be working at a certain frequency. Is that okay? Remember, they gave us a range between 1 and 300 gigahertz. Between 1 and 300 gigahertz. So depending on the frequency that you are on, it can be good or bad. Just like our mobile phones. I think those of us who are a bit, who have come of age a bit, we will realize that those days, just give me a minute, let me pick this. Oh. Right. Sorry about that. Those of us who have been around for a while, you realize that some time ago, when Samsung Galaxy Note 9, Samsung Galaxy Note 9 was released, people said that the battery, so in flight, it caught fire and smoke, whatever. You can Google it in Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Because of that incident, investigation showed that it was because of what they referred to as microwave from the charging system. Is that okay? So depending on the frequency that you are operating, let me not even go far. When you are going to do CT scan, MRI, they use devices. These devices operate at a certain frequency. Those of us who have people who go for cancer treatment, what they call chemotherapy, what they use are rays, and they set them to a particular frequency. Beyond the frequency, you will die. Is that okay? So it's dependent on the frequency in which that wave is operating. That can either make it good or bad. But in terms of application, in terms of operations, they are different. So microwave band relatively wide to plenty. Any other questions or any follow-up questions or any more clarifications? All right, so that is about that. Categories, we said wired and wireless, all came with their own babies. The network topologies, and trends. So when we say a topology is simply the arrangement, but I taught you guys this thing: mesh topology, tree topology, path topology. Yes, Elijah.
But please, not all of us were there.
Not all of you were there. So network
When you
computing.
were student,
Okay, let's just take a 10 or 2. So like I was saying, when we say a network topology, it's basically about the layout, the organization of devices. And for the internet, which makes use of what we call the mesh topology, mesh because every device is connected to one another. Is that okay? Every device connected to one another. If one fails, the rest can still continue to execute. But it comes with security implications. Everybody here is vulnerable. There are several points of attacks. When one is compromised, the rest will also be compromised. Then we also have what we call the star topology. And we said that for the star topology, every device is also connected to one central hub, one central switch, central hub, central switch, or router, depending on the type of network you intend to set up. And for that also, in terms of security, super poor, because once the router or switch or bridge is down, everything goes down. So as long as this thing is down, all of these guys will go. However, if this guy is down, all of this will still continue to operate. If this guy is attacked, all these guys are safe. If an information is here, it will only be seen and accessed by this guy. However, this guy can give clearance to these guys to also access that particular information. Then we also have the ring topology. They have what we call a dedicated point-to-point connections. Dedicated. When we say something is dedicated, it is meant for this, it is meant for that. Meant for this, it is meant for that. So this is how it is illustrated. So a dedicated connection. This is this, that is that. Then we also have the bus topology. And for the bus, it is what we call a point to point. So 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. Here can also be another point. All you have to do is terminate it and add it. Then you are good to go. Recent trends in telecommunication. Over the years, there are even rumors that 6G technology is up. 6G is up, but in Ghana, we are still using 4G. And even that 4G, we are not using the full 4G. What we are using is the LTE, long-term evolution. And long-term evolution is like the long-term evolution is the guy you send to come and check if the people are ready for 4G. Once they are ready, you send them in. So long-term evolution is like gatekeeper, watching. But elsewhere, people are using what you call 5G, super fast, low latency, very reliable. Very reliable. People are enjoying it. Japan is enjoying it. Korea enjoying it. US is enjoying it. Then Internet of Things, IoT. Gone are those days that all our home devices were not hooked up onto a single network. But today, everything that you have at home can be hooked up onto a network. Cloud-based services is also running. And for cloud-based, we are saying that work in the cloud, work in the air, work in the cloud, work in the air. For artificial intelligence and machine learning, I need not say anything about it. Why? Because it is with everybody right now. And I even recall that during our presentations, some of you were reading from your Meta AI charts. Some of you were reading from your Meta AI charts. When it comes to security and reliability, well, we're also seeing some form of improvement. However, when it comes to protection of our data, it's always a problem. Why? Because those who are supposed to protect it at the end of the day end up making use of it. Technologies have also been integrated to give us good work. Remote working is also on the rise, like what we are doing right now. Edge computing is also in. And for edge computing, what companies or corporations do is to put servers at the edges of the continent or countries so that people can use them without much latency, without any problem. So that is about topologies and recent trends. Any questions? Topologies and recent trends. So among these recent trends that we have mentioned, which one do you think is actually leading? Yes, Prince.
I think the AI is, the artificial intelligence is leading because it looks like
AI.
almost everywhere we pass, there's one way or the other, but AI is taking part in every single thing that we do. The 5G, we will get there, but not now.
Right. Any other? Yes, Phil.
Yeah, I think all of them are important because sometimes if you are getting closer to other countries, you need to switch from the LTE or the 5Gs to the 3G before you can even make normal calls. I even go down to the barest one, which is it 3G, the one before 3G. Yeah, so I think all of them are important.
The one before 2G is what? 2G mean?
2G, the 2G. The 2G, if you are closer to Togo, that you go somewhere and then you see Togo cell. Meanwhile, you are in Ghana. If you don't switch to the 2G, you can't make any call.
Right. Thank you. So recent trends, AI, 5G, 6G, machine learning and co. Oh, so unit 4, e-commerce and e-business. E-commerce and e-business. When we say e-business and e-commerce, what comes to mind? Yes, yes. There is a.
So, I think it's electronic business that are mostly done online, just like using what your WhatsApp status to advertise your business, and then using other media such as Facebook and then Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, e-business, electronic business, e-commerce, electronic commerce. When we say e-commerce, it's just a simpler form of the e-business. And so e-commerce, just buying and selling via or over the internet. E-business includes other business operations, including buying and selling and other operations. Gone are the days that maybe you would have gone to the ATM to go and do only withdrawals, enter into the bank and do deposit. These days we have machines, ATMs that are even taking deposit, machines that can do transfers, machines that can accept fingerprints. So business, broader. Right, so let's go into it. Right, so businesses of late want to do their transactions, want to do their commercial operations want to do all their services, and they want to do it fast. They want to do it super, super secure. However, they also want to make more cash. They want to make more cash. So it is incumbent upon IT people to sort of make an application to take charge, an application to sort of make their dreams come true. DS is to dream, IT was to execute it. So that is how come we have. So e-business, like it or not, has come to stay right from 1966. So we conduct all forms of business operations online, including buying, selling, customer education, supply activities, purchase of raw materials, and other things. And they make use of the internet, the intranet, and the extra net, and the extranet. These are some activities that e-business entails. Online store setup, customer education, buying and selling, monetary business transactions, supply chain, and e-marketing. How does the email marketing work? They send you plenty ads about their business to where? To your email. Sometimes they even become annoying that you have to go and unsubscribe. You have to go and unsubscribe. Right. Components of e-business. There is what we call the digital marketing component, which involve the use of digital channels, so Facebooks, the search engines, mobile applications. Then content, which basically has to do with the creating, managing, and publishing digital context. Digital context. And it is super, super, super essential that you know what is put out there about your activities, about your business. NBI, collection and analysis of data to help business make better decisions. Collaboration, communication, like it or not, it is always happening. It is always. Then the new kid on the block, mobile technology and cloud computing. Mobile technology and cloud computing. When we say mobile technology, the use of smartphones, and the use of smartphone. Go to Jumia right now, you can place your order using your smartphone. And most of these things are saved in the cloud. That is why cloud computing is there. And these components work together to achieve institutional efficiency characteristics. We set them up easily after purchasing or buying what is needed. Then, when it comes to set up to with one or two guys, should be able to do something. One or two guys, you should be able to do something. No geographical constraints. No need to say due to blah blah blah. You can't. Coefficient efficiency or cost efficiency. As for cost, we have incurred some cost and no amount of respite or restitutions can equally bring back our fallen heroes. However, they need to be reminded. Then flexibility of time and flexibility of timing of business. Right. So for e-business, right now you can place your bookings. Right now, you can place your booking. All you have to do is select where you want it to be delivered. And I believe now, so they have what we call or what they call pay on delivery, where the item will come, you walk into the shop, pay for it, pick your thing and go. At those days, you have to pay before they even send the thing. So yes, all around the year, you can purchase, even in the middle of the night, you can buy whatever you want to buy, and nobody can do anything. Cheap marketing, no interaction, delivery takes some amount of time depending on the area. So bear with us, depending on the area. Depending. Advantages of e-business. Less costly. You don't have to buy plenty things. Easy to organize. No geographical barriers. Government subsidies are also there. Flexible timing. Disadvantages. Lack of interpersonal communication. Delivery time. Delivery time. Right. I think that's, well, we'll do that with Junior. Let's see. Right. So sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, depending on what you are buying. The rates are also there. Sometimes people take your money and you don't get the product. It happens. Refund takes forever. Refund takes forever. I don't know if it's because they don't want you to go or. Mm. Any questions? Any questions? Questions?
No questions.
Okay. So, like we've said earlier, e-commerce, buying and selling of goods and services through the internet. And these are some of its activities. Buying product on online ticketing. Those days, SEC, SEC. But now, I don't know what happened to it. The app is no longer working. You have to call somebody who has to call somebody who has to call somebody before they book tickets for you. Online payment is still working. Paying of different taxes on the Ghana Gulf platform. Then one accounting software, customer support, all of them there. The main advantages of e-commerce is convenience, where you can simply buy anything from anywhere, anything from anywhere. And increased selection. You get to see plenty options. You get to compare which is good, which is better. Sometimes you even realize that the better ones become something else. By something else, what I mean is better ones become a bit tricky in time. Right. Potentially lower setup costs. Yes, that is also true. You want to start an e-commerce venture, you don't need to go and look for store because the things are not going to be in the store. The things are going to be in the supplier stores. Not you, not me. Not you. Yes, Prince.
I
Yep.
want to ask this. Does it mean we can say like the e-business can be categorized for the new businesses, the small businesses that are coming up? that can mostly use the e-businesses. And then for the big businesses, for instance, let's say the eBays or let's say the malls, right? For instance, let me use Shambo for instance. Maybe someone is in market and then wants to purchase something from Shambo. The person cannot just move from market and then come to a Shambo to come and buy. So definitely there might be a way whereby the person can place the order for a Shambo to be able to deliver it to the person. So doesn't mean such big business like the Shambo using the e-commerce, and then there's small businesses like the normal tailors and then the normal provision stores and then the normal food joint using the e-business.
Right. Thank you. But e-business, e-commerce, it's not about the size of the business. Any business can adopt. Any business can adopt which model best fits its operations. We have a lot of businesses in Ghana that do not have physical shops, but they are thriving. Mm, They are thriving. And like it or not, most of them can equally also do well if they adopt any of these methodologies. Some of them are struggling because they are paying more than they earn. For instance, you don't have enough money to go and rent a space. You can use your bedroom as a space, and use your WhatsApp status as your store at Ghana. Forget it. Well, not Ghana per se, but some parts of GH. Forget it. Disadvantages of e-commerce: security issues. The thing is online. Once it is online, people can see it. Once they can see it, forget it. Then limited customer service. Limited. If you buy a computer online, you can't just ask a seller to show you a certain model's feature in person. Additionally, although some websites allow you to communicate with online staff, this is not a common practice. However, for Jumia, you can call them directly. You can call them directly. One other disadvantage is reliance on technology. Like it or not, technology has come to help it. So just that no one know how to use it. Business systems. So business to consumer. Well, this is a typical kind of business where the business corporations or the companies deal directly with their clients or customers. Typical examples include Dell, Intel, HP, Amazon, and the likes. Then consumer to consumer. Let's go to Jumia and do one or two demos from Jumia. So those of you who are on Jumia or who have mobile phones can simply open your tab, then type jumia.com.gh. But I'll share that screen. Yes.
So, what if you use different site than Jumia, like AliExpress.
That is also perfect.
Oh, okay.
That is also perfect. My screen. Oh, you can see it. Can you see it? Okay.
Okay.
We can't see it.
No, we can't see it. Oh. We can't see it, sir.
Can you see it now?
No. Okay, now it's there. It has come.
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
Right. So this is how Jumia looks like. So let me see. Inbox. So I bought something some time ago. Oh, it's in. And so one of my packages is in. I think I have to go and pick it up later. Right, so you can search for anything you want. So say, let me say I'm looking for HP Spectre. They don't have. Let me search for this HP MB. Okay, one pops up.
Oh, I'm not there. He's thinking he's the best. But now he's thinking. So, now Jim, the only thinking.
Okay, both of you talking about football. There is no gone.
They are about football.
Can we continue? Right, so this is HP MVS 360. So it gave us 3 products. So from 3, you can narrow down. You can narrow down. Hey, 10,000, 13. Okay, it's I7. Omni book. So this one came to replace Spectre. Right. So this is how Jumia works. But in case you have not done some before, you can simply create an account. You can simply create an account, and buying online can be quite fulfilling, especially if you're in Accra or Kumasi. Sometimes you get free delivery, and you also get 24 hours or 24-hour service delivery. So you buy today, you can get it today. You can. You can. It's not always true. Sometimes, as a result of one or two, whatever, it gets delayed, but you get it the following day. And I think some of them also have what they call express delivery. Yes. So for express, they try as much as possible for you to get it within the shortest possible time and within the shortest possible time. So that is about that. So computing, let me see. Let me go to software and see what they have there. Whether somebody is selling some software for us. Why would they be having software? No, it doesn't want to load, but it is loading. So you can play around it, either AliExpress or even what's the name of? Okay, so game console, phone holder for motorbikes. But how are these things softwares? Okay, there is Windows 11 Pro here. And they are even selling it with the licenses 427 cities, 50 pesos. Original Windows 10 Pro, one PC license key. Hey, then Microsoft Office full package, 2,375. Am I not in Ghana? Please, if you need software, just go to get into pc.com, download it, pack it, and enjoy. Mhm. I never knew they were selling Microsoft Office here. So even 2010 model, 7,000. What? Somebody's brought money. You want to use it to buy Microsoft Office. Original capacity, small office, 10 devices. Well, Office kit. Then there's AutoCAD too. Audition, yes. So that is about softwares on Jumia. I've never seen some before. Today is my first time of seeing softwares being listed. Lucky baby, perfect gift for mama this month. Save 20%. Now who says me I have a baby? Well, I'm sure they are guessing. Whatever it is, you can also try and see what is there. But these days, even our own Facebook has what it calls marketplace. Let me see if that account is also open, and we'll share that also for you to see how that is also working. Facebook Marketplace. So I have searched for it before, so it's loaded. Give us time. We're in Africa. Our internet is always poor. So this is Facebook Marketplace. Today's pick. But somebody will be wondering, are you sure this is really Facebook? Let me go to the home page for you to see, and then we'll navigate here so that people will not be like doubting Thomas's. And you are seeing this because I think the last time I came here, last week or last 2 weeks, I was searching for motorbikes in a particular area. That's why you are seeing plenty motorbikes. Uh, These days, with traffic everywhere, you either use mobile phone or use bicycle. Otherwise, you can be in traffic for 28 years. Nothing to do. But who has used the Facebook Marketplace? Nobody. Okay. Hope is coming. So, okay. So, finally, it has come. So, this is my Facebook profile. And interestingly, they have introduced a whole new tab that they call Marketplace right here. From your professional dashboard, Reels, next is Marketplace. Next is Marketplace. So you click on the Marketplace.
Sir, please, we can't get what you are sharing.
Pardon?
Okay, it's
Yes,
not.
sir. We
We
can
can.
see you.
Sir, please, we cannot see. Oh, it's gone again.
Yeah, because it's loading. Is it my network or your network or both?
Sir, I think it's yours too.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Now
I'm
we
sure
can
it's coming
see.
from your
Now
side.
we can see.
Okay.
We can see it now.
So this is
Yes, sir.
how it
We can
looks
see
like.
now. Yes, sir.
You can search for anything. However, be mindful about the prices. For instance, someone says this electronic bike is 800 cedis. It's fishy. Mhm. It is fishy. Somebody says this bike is 1,008. It's not true. This one for 18,000 makes sense. This laptop for 2,500 makes sense. So depending, then jewelry with watch for 1 Ghana cedis. Be careful. It is not every price here that is legit here. People just want traffic. People just want traffic. You can also search. Mm, This is search Facebook. I don't want to search Facebook. I want to search categories. Why is this thing still no? So let me change my location and see. So say let me use Kumasi now. Yes, Elijah. So this is
The
Kumasi
prices
for
are
you.
they real or they are for advertising?
It's supposed to be real, but they are not real. Most of them are not real. That's why I said you should be careful. Then look at this golf for 55 Ghana cedis. Mhm. Be careful. So you can search by location. Lamborghini 2B. Right. So then Toyota Vitz 50K. It's quite laudable. Quite laudable. So just like you can search by location, you can also search by the name of the item. So for instance, let me search for, let's say, for 150. So this is Ford 150. Now you should be able to see. Can you see?
Yes,
Right. So this is a search
Hey,
for
sir, these
Ford
cars are nice.
150. Yes, they are nice. That's
Hey,
that's why they are in billions. So
huh?
Kumasi
Yeah,
4
thank you.
billion for
Mama
here.
cars.
Can't you see the cars are nice?
Then another 2 billion
Hey,
here, 1
beautiful.
billion here.
Minya kame pepa.
So all these prices are legit, or they are a bit believable. They are a bit believable. Okay, I thought it was 50,000, but it's not 50,000. Okay, okay, this is not 60, it's 2 billion. So all these are, so something like this is not true. 250 Ghana cities, it's not true. Some of them are just meant to drive traffic, traffic to them. Right. This is also 150. Okay, a bit believable.
Say, I really like red car. That red car is nice.
This one,
The red one, the
Ford
small
Focus.
one.
Your money will show. Your money will tell the car you want. Also, I'm lying.
I'm trying to load it. Okay, so it's
It's
here.
true. Yeah, this car, this car.
Wow.
This is
Can't you
Ford
see? It's really nice.
Focus or Focus. Yeah, it's nice.
So please, how
Sir,
much is it?
sir,
He said
Yeah,
150.
her
yeah,
money will determine
150.
the car she wants in Ghana here.
Oh, I think this car
You can afford,
is
right?
very nice.
150.
Yeah, I
And it's an
can afford. So it's
Accra.
how much?
That's 1.5 billion.
150K.
Wow.
It's even DV. So it's not registered. Automatic. Yeah. The boot too is a bit okay. So
This is the type of car I want.
you can start saving towards it.
Okay, sir.
Your money,
Right.
your money will determine.
We'll try and see.
So that is
So
about
that
how
is
you market.
market.
So Remember, it is not market. How come I think it's echoing? Okay, so Facebook
Sebas compared, say,
marketplace for you. You can equally also buy things from here.
so as this one, the one we are seeing online.
Yes.
And those that we actually will go, let's say, to Silver Star to go and pick. So if somebody would want to ask you before buying a car, would you advise the person to go to online or the person should go to Silver Star?
So for Facebook marketplace like this, these people are registered companies. So sometimes when you see a car here, they'll give you a direction. Come, you go there and it can even be your silver place.
Okay.
You go there and it's a garage. You go there and you even see prettier ones. It's when you decide to meet them at, let's say, police stations that maybe they'll drive there to come and meet you. But some of them will want you to come to the garage. So the online, especially for electronic and movable things, are meant to sort of allow you room to prepare. So right now, she knows her dream car is around 150,000. She'll start working towards it. When she gets the 150,000, she'll go to a shop or a garage to go and pay for it. Is that okay? And please, for IT gadgets, for electronics, when you are buying them, buy them from stores. Websites are only meant to guide us. But walk into a store, count the money, give it to the attendant, take your turn, test it, drive it, run it, so that in case of any problem, you'll be a bit absolved from blame. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you, sir, for the advice.
Yeah, you will. Yes, Fred. Fred. Right, let's wrap up this before our time. So we spoke about our B2C. Yes, Fred. Right. Well, we said is simply where businesses decide to do business with clients or consumers. Dell, Intel's, HP's, and what have you. We also have the consumer. We also have the consumer to consumer model where consumers deal with each other. So on Facebook, on Jumia, we can have consumers there listed. Is that okay? But sometimes it is not consumers, sometimes it is customers. Customers and consumers are two different groups of people. Consumer is usually the last person. It's somebody who buys a device can decide to sell it tomorrow. So the person ceases from being a consumer to a customer. The person ceases from being. Please, if you are not contributing to the class, kindly mute yourself. Then business to business, where business or corporations deal with other businesses. Practical example is what Franco does. Why Hisense do? What do? They take their business, their franchise, they go to the Chinese market and tell the Chinese, we want 100 ACs. However, we want you to brand it as Franco. Then the Chinese government will take the money and brand those ACs as Franco. So you think Franco manufactured them, but that is not the case. They go there and tell the Chinese that, oh, we want 1,000 smart TVs. The Chinese will produce 1,000 smart TVs for them and add the brand Franco, and you think it is Franco that is doing it, but that is not it. Then we also have the MCOM, what we are seeing right now, using your mobile phone to sort of enable the buying and selling of goods online. Social comments, what we just saw on Facebook, and what we just saw on Facebook. Marketplace is simply where multiple vendors can meet to sell their product or services. There is also what we call market space. So what we saw on Facebook is a market space. For the place they meet there, it can also be a platform, an online platform where they meet. Then we also have the concept of what we call subscription based, where customers will pay annual or monthly subscription to keep enjoying a particular service. Practical example is your DSTV. Your DSTV, you subscribe on monthly basis. Then there is also what you call crowdfunding, platforms that allow individuals to raise funds for their businesses. So these are some differences between e-commerce and e-business. You can go through them. Whatever you don't understand, bring it. We'll look at
Please, I have
it.
question.
After disturbing us, now you want to ask us a question.
I'm very sorry. I wasn't aware. Yeah, please,
Don't be aware.
what Franco? You were talking about Franco. What they do with
Yes,
the Chinese? Did they charge them extra for branding their product as Franco TV or Franco AC?
yes, they charge them extra, but it's only small. But sometimes too, it is free. What they do is what you call what's the name? Oh, customization. Mm, Customization.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but with time, when they know you, they even reduce the price for you. That is why for most of these Chinese companies, their prices are based on the quantity that you are buying. So if you are buying 10, then some of them too, they can brand it for you depending on the number that you are buying. So it's part of the package that you are buying. I know somebody who imports cars into the country. Depending on the number that you are buying, they can even decide to give you subsidies. They can give you subsidies. Right. Any more questions? Cool.
Sir, yes, sir. Please,
Yes.
Christopher.
Yes, Chris.
Please, you were saying some other people are using business to business to raise funds or site to raise funds.
No, please. We said that was also another form of e-business, crowdfunding.
Sir, did you
Crowdfunding.
get what
Where
I'm
we use.
saying?
Yes, crowdfunding is here.
Hello.
Yes, Christopher.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Please, is e-business advisable in our modern days, considering the
Yes, it
number of
is.
scammers and all those things on the internet? It is
Yes,
advisable to
it
do
is.
e-business.
Yes, it is. You just have to be a bit cautious. And if you go elsewhere, you don't see plenty shops like when you come to Africa here. Elsewhere, it is delivery that is thriving. You buy your things online, they come and deliver it at your doorstep. You don't go anywhere. You go to places like US, you hardly see cash. You hardly see cash. So, Christopher, I hope you can see types of e-commerce systems:
Yes,
B2B,
please.
B2C, C2C. Amongst them is also crowdfunding. So it's also a type of
Okay.
e-business e-commerce, not a
Ah.
subset of B2B or C2B.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Any question? Any more questions? Right. Scope of e-business and e-commerce. It's left with 3 minutes. Do we continue or we can end here?
So let's end.
Okay.
Let's end here, so we'll continue tomorrow again.
Yes,
All right.
please.
All right. Have a good afternoon.
The same to you, sir. Bye.
Same to you, sir.
Police.